Hey YouTube friends and family, how's everybody doing? I hope all of you are doing great. I thought I'd get on here. I haven't been on for a couple days, and I did mirror a video the other day, and I had to take it down because I hadn't done my own homework. And the person that had shared the video with me is very trustworthy and reputable, and her work is always valid. It's always very good. I didn't find any fault in the video per se, except that it may have been a little misleading about what was to come. And I don't know. I think it's better if we look at everything realistically. So I took it down. And for those of you that commented on it, I didn't have any negative comments, save one. There was one on there that pretty much said that people are stupid to look at this person because of something that had happened years ago, of which I knew nothing. Anyway, so we're off of that subject. But I wanted to talk a little bit about these GMOs. You know, GMOs are really something else. They are put out by Monsanto. And every time I think about it, I think about an article that I wrote a long time ago regarding the Frankenstein mad chemist lab, where you see these guys injecting this stuff into our food. And I have a little boy that has mastocytosis. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with that at all. It's our little David. And he's been eating school lunches. And there's one particular thing that they serve, and when they do, he comes home sick. And that is these chicken nugget things. And they're putrid, they're nasty, they're not even wholesome chicken. I don't know if they're the scraps off the floor that they mold together or what it is. But he comes home with a severe, and I mean severe, migraine. He drops, and we have told him time and time again, do not eat those. Don't eat them. He's claiming here lately that he's not eating those when they serve him. But from these lunches at school, he's getting severe migraines. And we know this because we've tested it. When he takes a lunch from home, he doesn't have the migraines. My concern is the additives and the stuff that they're putting in our food. You know, trying to stay away from GMOs, if you were reading labels, of course, there's no labeling for GMOs, but if we know that it's in the wheat, we know that it's in the corn, we know that it's in the soy, we know that they're doing it to rice, we know, and we can go on with that list. And then in reading ingredients on our cans or our bottles or boxes, you know, cornmeal, well, we know what that is. Wheat, we know what that is. And gosh, guys, it's just almost impossible to stay away from it. Fundamental thing, eating. I mean, who doesn't eat? And the fact that now we have to worry and be so concerned about our food, it's just becoming overwhelming. Little David's been down for 3 days now with his migraine. And when he has these, his little cheeks will just turn really, really red. And his little earlobes will be very, very red. And his heart rate goes up. He will even get faintish. You know, like he gets weak and feels like he's going to pass out or faint. The migraines are so extreme that he comes in and he will vomit, and then he drops on the bathroom floor. Of course, we've got rugs and blankets, and we take him blankets and we take him a pillow because he's down for the count. And he'll be down 14 to 18 hours out. Yes, we've had him checked. We've had him to so many doctors and had so many tests, and each one of them tells us the same thing, that he'll have these outbreaks, that he will have these lesions on his body, that he will have these problems, that mastocytosis affects organs in the body. And you might wonder what it's from. We have been told that it was from methamphetamine use by his mother while she was pregnant with him. And you know, I never bring that up. I don't normally talk about that because everybody makes mistakes and everybody does foolish things, and there's just plain stupid things that people do. But once it's done, and what you have to do is make the best of it. You have to move forward and handle whatever situation it is. As my daddy used to say, God rest his soul, and I miss him horribly, what he used to say to me is, Sissy, you deal with it. There's no taking it back. There is no, oops, sorry, and it vanishes. No, there is always a consequence or repercussions that take place. And in this application, in this case, little David has got mastocytosis, and he has these outbreaks. Doctor said that he could outgrow the effects of it, you know, in his teens, and then there's some people that never do. Well, he's a tween right now, and they're worse than they've ever been, and not a thing you can do about it. They want to dose him up with codeine and Demerol and all these different, they want him on Topamax, they want him, and I won't do that. I will not do that to that child. Besides, we tried the codeine thing, you know, give him a teaspoon of this codeine that's supposed to stop the headache and make him more comfortable. Granted, it knocks him out after he vomits it all up. So he drops and he's knocked out without it. He drops and he knocks out with it. The difference is the extreme vomiting. So I care about what this child eats. I care about what Miss J.D. eats and what Michael eats, and my husband, who is disabled. He had a stroke in 2008, and he has recuperated from that very well. But I monitor his diet. He's got diabetes and other health issues. So I monitor his diet very closely, and we eat a lot of what we thought for so many years were healthy foods. But darn it, guys, cover your ears a minute. Damn Monsanto. Damn you. And you know, our ignorant governments, how stupid are they? How stupid are they? Food, my friends. Just food. We want clean, healthy, organic, natural food. Now, I understand that here in America, Monsanto is going to have some meeting on Thursday. The top echelon, I guess, of the Monsanto company. But there's going to be protest. Activists are going to protest outside a shareholder meeting. That's what it is, a shareholder meeting at the headquarters of one of America's notorious genetically modified food producers, Monsanto. Protesters demanded more transparency in the company's labeling, research and business practices, and blah, 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 blah. We've heard all this before. And that was on RT Russia today. But they have one of their shareholders that ironically became a shareholder just so that he would have a say in the company, in Monsanto. And he's saying that Monsanto is talking about releasing viruses to combat. Now listen to that. They are going to release viruses to combat the pest. And I got to thinking about these chemtrails. Are they not full of viruses? Are there not? I know I read one report on one test, just one test, that showed that there was 2 unknown viruses in the chemtrails. So have they already been doing this? And the reason I say this is because our bees are dying. Mass numbers of bees. Well, friends, we lose our bees, we lose everything. We lose everything. They're our pollinators. There are no crops without bees. And the bees are dying. The bees are dying because of what? Because of viruses. Where are they getting the viruses? Well, gosh, I don't know. Our food's being injected with it. It's falling from the skies because of the chemtrails. Damn, do you think there's a connection there? I do. And I'm getting peeved. No, I'm pissed. I am really getting angry. He says that they're going to release these viruses to try and combat the pest. And that they have done tests on rats. And lo and behold, they do get the tumors. And they are suspecting that what they've been doing to the food is causing the rise in cancer. Well, excuse me. Then why in the H isn't it stopped? And I'll tell you something. I would rather open an ear of corn and find a little corn worm and flick that thing off, cut that little piece of corn away, than to have poison injected in my corn. I don't care about the pest. Oh, farmers, so you lose a nickel. You know, come on. This is about life or death. And I'm sick of it. I'm sick of reading labels. I'm sick of worrying about it. I shouldn't have to. In my home, feeding my family, trying to cook wholesome, good food for my family. You shouldn't have to worry about it. I shouldn't have to worry about it. Go, protesters, go! I hope that that place is just covered with protesters. Guys, I don't know where this is at. Adam Eidinger, Eidinger. He's the gentleman that believes as long as such companies financially support politicians, any risk could be brushed under the carpet. And he says that. As long as Monsanto is feeding our polluted political format, our politicians, our government, our president, as long as they're doling out big bucks, you know, oh well, so what if it causes cancer? So what if it destroys the bees? So what if it, yeah, how much more money have you got? Friends, we gotta move on this. We have got to make a change. We have got to start standing up. Where's the backbone? We're killing our own children. Oh, they love corn on the cob. Honey, you want another piece of corn on the cob? You want another bowl of cereal? And GMO is all over it. Our tomatoes. Haven't you ever noticed recently that tomatoes don't taste like tomatoes? They don't look like them. The texture isn't right. They don't smell right. They have fish genes in them. You think I'm kidding? Go look it up. Used to be there was nothing better than a wholesome tomato sandwich. Oh, they're so good. You slice that tomato, you put it on some nice bread. Whole wheat bread, you know, the GMO whole wheat bread. Oh, guys. Something just has to be done. You know, I've gone to so many sites. Everybody says, go to this site, go to this site, go to this site, go to this site. And these sites are full of petitions. I've signed every one of them. I'm sure you have too. Oh, they're going to take action against this. They're going to take action against this. It isn't working. It isn't working. Yes, we need to grow our own. We most certainly do. But they're blocking our sun. 90% of the time, there's no sunshine. And our water, because of fracking and other things, is becoming polluted. I don't know, guys. We just, doggone it, we got to start standing up for life. Standing up for our children. What kind of a future are they going to have? They'll never taste the tomato sandwich that I tasted. Unless we start doing something now. We've got to come up with some ideas. You know, we need decent people out there. There are people that have the knowledge, that have the means to get something started that will work. We need to voice. We need to go to all of our state governments, you know, right up to the governor's office, and we need to say, we don't want this in our state. We don't want GMOs. We've got to put a stop to it, and they're going to have to kill off every crop to kill this stuff. They're going to have to destroy all the seed bank and kill off all the crops to stop it. Return the soil and plant organic seed. I mean, what other choices are going to be? Because I guess this stuff blows in the wind and spreads and it merges with all the other crops. Really causing some problems. Guys, it's bugging me bad. It's got to be bothering you too. We've got to do what's right. We have to protect our families. And we got to get rid of GMOs. Monsanto has got to go. Monsanto, we say no. You have got to go. And to our government, to our president, to our senators, to our state officials, man, you better start doing your job or we're going to fire your asses. We're done with the game. We're done with the game. We vote you in, we can vote you out. You worried about bucks now? How about when you haven't got a job? We're done playing games. Get rid of the GMOs. Get rid of them. And we don't want any more nuclear power plants. And we don't want any fracking in our state. Wake up. I gotta go, guys. Darn it, I just had to rant. And thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. I don't normally get angry, but watching him for 3 days and not knowing what I can feed him that hasn't got all this crap in it has just pushed me over the edge. So, big hugs, great big hugs, and I love you. And if you have any answers, put them in comments. And if you agree with me, give me a thumbs up. Let's get something done. Let's stop this. Please, guys. We need each other. It's going to be us. It's not going to change any other way. It's got to be us. Love you all. Great big hugs. Kisses. You guys kiss the wife. You wives kiss the husband and the children. And catch you guys later.